Hi, Paul Bedford here from Retention Guru. And in this clip, originally filmed in November 2023 in the Netherlands for the VEST Group, the Association of Quality Clubs, I talk about the difference in interpretation of what a job is. I was asked to do some presentations because I've been doing quite a lot of work on staff retention. And I give the example of my son and me saying that's not a job. And yet he's standing there with money in his hand. And it's about really the way in which the younger population are looking at the working environment, and the older generation, including me, brought up in an era where you got a job and you were done what you were told, are struggling with this new way of thinking. And listen, if you've got any questions or comments, please put them in the box down below. Alternatively, you can email me at paul@retentionguru.co.uk. For now, just enjoy the clip and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.
I can set that later. So we get these characteristics and we see how people are, and we have to start thinking about, okay, just because I'm not that doesn't make it wrong. There's a really great economist in the UK, he's a guy called Rory Sutherland. He's actually a marketing person first, but he talks a lot about the economy. And one of his quotes that I love is, the opposite of a good idea can be another good idea. The opposite of a good idea can be another good idea. And sometimes I come up with ideas, and then I listen to some of my business partners with a business that we've got, and I think, yeah, that's a good idea too. It's not the same as mine, but it's still a good idea. And we have to collaborate and find ways forward. That's my son. So this is the way my son presents himself to the world online. I wish he dressed that well at home. I wish he cleaned his room. I wish he did all the other things that I wish that I should have done, because I'm exactly the same as him. I have to be really careful when I judge him. And I did apologise to my mum a couple of years ago. I said, did I do that? And she was like, yeah, I'm really sorry. So I know I'm turning into my dad. But this is my son. That was taken when he was about 20 years old. The shoes that he's wearing are Alexander McQueen. I think they're about €400, maybe a bit more. There's probably a few people wearing them in here. You can tell me later. The jumper or the sweatshirt he's wearing, that's also Alexander McQueen. That's about €500. The jeans, cheap. Yeah. In this picture, he's wearing that jacket, which has got the fur around it. That was over €1,000. All of those clothes were sent to him for free, for him to put on, take pictures of, and post. Not only did he get the clothes, they paid him about €1,500. So there are more pictures than this, but you don't see all of them. The photographer was me using my iPhone, so he's got free labour and free production costs. But I get this knock on my office door most afternoons about 4 o'clock. The sun's really good, because that's the goal now for photography. The sun's really good, can we do pictures? So he was earning €1,500 a month, €1,500 a month for posting. He was getting the clothes, wearing the clothes, and then selling the clothes. And I can't get him to go and get a job. And he goes, I've got a job, Dad. I'm like, that's not a job. A job is a thing where you get up earlier than you want to, go through the cold and dark, follow instructions from somebody else, finish at a time that they set, have your breaks at a time that they set, come home and wait for your money at the end of the month. He just went, not anymore. And I looked at it and I thought, why would he go and look for a job if he can generate income in that way? Since then, he's actually got jobs, real jobs. as I would see them. But he still does this on the side. But his thinking is very different than mine. When I left school, and I left early, when I left school, it was, you went and worked. You worked for hours. You had breaks when you were told. You had a manager. And they were very traditional jobs. And